Getting to the bottom of a new bot. Welcome to Techstination. I'm Fred Fishkin, and joining me from Charmin are Gregg Weaver, R&D Director, and Maciej Zasada, Technical Director at Unit 9. Thank you for joining us, Maciej and Gregg.
Hey, Fred.
Thank you so much for having us. It's nice to be here.
Well, you've got something that you're announcing that's not available to the public yet, but a very interesting new technology that you're calling BRBBot. Gregg, I'll let you start out telling us what this is all about.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Fred, when you hear innovation coming from Charmin, you probably think of bath tissue, but, we go above and beyond trying to deliver a better bathroom experience. And, this past year has been a new normal, right? Everybody doing things virtually on their computers for hours at a time, whether you're doing business, spending time with family or friends. Let's face it, nature calls at some unopportune times, and BRBBot is here to answer that call. I'm going to let Maciej take you through it, but it creates this digital twin that steps in and takes your spot when you have to step away and take care of your own business, and nobody misses a beat. Nobody knows you're gone. True innovation.
Looks like we're gonna have to find a long-term solution.
Rebecca, your camera's on.
Oh, no.
Your camera's on.
This is actually happening.
Camera.
Rebecca.
What happens when you're in the middle of a call and need to conduct your business? Here at Charmin, we're obsessed with helping you enjoy the go. But with all the video calls we're doing this year, that's gotten tougher than ever. Luckily, our old friend science can help. Introducing BRBBot from Charmin. It creates a digital doppelganger to stand in for you on video calls when you need to enjoy the go. BRBBot features a range of human reactions, such as laughing at your boss's terrible jokes, looking thoughtfully into the distance, reacting to being told you're working all weekend.
Great. No plans.
And much more. BRBBot, just the latest way Charmin is innovating how you enjoy the go.
I think the briefest way to summarize it from a technical standpoint is it is an application you install on your computer, and it sits in between your computer's hardware, so camera and microphone, and the conferencing software. So essentially, it exposes a virtual camera and a virtual microphone. If you change the settings in your conferencing software, be it Zoom or Google Meet, for example, to sort of read from those virtual devices, you can step away at any time, and the bot just takes over seamlessly in a way that no one actually realizes you're not there. But there's definitely a lot of interesting tech that goes into it, and it gives the actual intelligence to the bot. But let me know if I should go deeper into how it's actually done.
A little bit. Tell us about the artificial intelligence that you're using and the different conferencing programs that it will work with. You mentioned a couple.
Yeah, it is going to work with literally any conferencing software that allows you to pick what camera it gets the image from, or like what microphone it gets the audio from. So again, like Zoom, Teams, Google Meet, Skype, like any popular conferencing software is definitely going to work with a BRBBot. But technically what happens and the way the AI works is it intercepts the audio from the conference call. So it listens to what's going on. It listens to every single participant in the call. And first of all, it does a transcript of that call in real time using IBM Watson speech to text. Just because text is much easier to be analyzed than audio in real time. So we're doing this conversion first. And having the text, it both sort of searches for certain keywords, but also it runs an AI-powered sentiment analysis to just figure out sort of, the general mood of the conversation, whether people are laughing, if they are, actually explaining how something works. And depending on the recognized sort of sentiment and mood of the call, it decides what pre-recorded clip to play to other people in that conference call. So while you're away, it actually actively listens to what's happening, analyzes the mood, the sentiment, and decides what pre-recorded clip to feed into other people. So it actually, sort of sounds and looks believable.
And you would recommend that people record a variety of clips to be used, so it's not like over and over again? Enough.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the bot actually does a good job in helping you know what to pre-record. So it starts with like a quick tutorial. It asks you to record different scenario cases. It gives you a very good example of when it might be used. So, one of them is, grab a pen and make it appear as if you're taking some notes. Or, another clip is just, pretend that your earphones are not working and you have to just, play with it. And make it appear as you're having some technical issues. So it does a good job in explaining what you should pre-record so you don't have to wonder about it.
So Gregg, why is Charmin doing this?
Innovation is really at the core of what we do, Fred, and it really extends past just the bath tissue. We spend a significant amount of time with our consumers understanding how to make better products. But I tell you, once you break down that bathroom door, they'll tell you a whole lot of what you want to know, and maybe some you don't. But again, we're that brand, that playful brand that really wants to make a difference, deliver a better bathroom experience. Let's face it, everybody goes. So you might as well enjoy it, right? And so in addition to a lot of the products we make, these novel ideas, we love to explore these, bring these to light, have a little fun, and really make a task that some folks might seem, just normal, more enjoyable, if you will.
So, you put this out there, so consumers are going to say, okay, I want to try it. So what are you going to tell them?
Yeah, I worked with Magic and his team a year or so ago. We created the robot that brought you that bath tissue when you were stranded on the throne. VIP, some other prototypes that we took to the Computer Electronics Show last year. These are beta tests. These are conceptual. Now, Magic will tell you this is all real stuff. We've fired up the bot. We've used it. Sometimes with folks, and they can't really tell or miss a beat. But at this point in time, these are just conceptual. But you never know what the future is going to bring. We'll see where it goes. We're beta testing as we speak.
And will it depend on the consumer reaction to this? Is that the kind of thing to determine the demand?
Well, certainly. Similar to all innovations that we do, we start and end with the consumer, and so we will give that consumer the last say. If it's something that's novel enough and the time is right and the need is there, you may just see it out there.
So, Maciej, tell me what your thoughts are about who would use this the most. Is it those of us who are working from Zoom with the office setting, or you've got whole classrooms full of students out there who might want to take advantage of it too?
Well, I think, to be honest, we should be all made equal. So everyone is going to find a way to use it to their own benefit. And, I would definitely use it myself. As, a technical director, I sit into like many internal reviews of products that just take hours. And when you have like 5 calls back to back in a row, it's just impossible to not take a break. So I think, we all find those cases. Classrooms, probably wouldn't recommend. You should probably pay attention and sit through the class. But when you need to take the break, then I think this bot is definitely going to help you do it.
The neat thing, Fred, is there's a business and a personal setting to this. So, there obviously is times where, as intended, you need to escape. You would rather folks not know that you're gone, but there's that playful side too. We had a lot of fun with it in our press conference earlier today. And so with family and friends, maybe that first video date online, some fun, type of places to utilize it. And then obviously from a business setting, we've all been on those long calls that, God, they're not going to miss me anyway, but I'd rather not be discovered.
Now, for people who are watching this interview, not listening, is there a way you can show us? Do you have one that makes noise, that talks or anything, either one of you?
Yeah, I actually already did it once. I'm not sure if, well, probably you could notice because of my geolocation. It's actually, the sun has been going down, so my lighting changes a lot in the background, but we can do a quick demo right now. I'll turn the bot on. I'll do it now. And Gregg, I guess if you guys can just carry on with the conversation.
Sure. So I'd start by asking Fred, so did you even know you were not talking to the real Magic? He was, he was obviously the AI version, took his place for a moment. We won't get into the details of what number Magic was taken care of, but, again, we want it to be seamless. The technology really picks up, not just analyzing that text, but even the tonal effort. Somebody tells a joke, it will respond accordingly, that type of thing. So, you're getting the demo right now. Again, like Magic said, being in that setting, it's usually, part of the instructions is record your responses just prior to your call so that your setting, your wardrobe, lighting in the room is right. And then the bot does the rest for you, responding, at those appropriate, times and situations.
So you are the R&D director at Charmin, and if you tell it to somebody, they're going to think, okay, this guy's an expert on paper. He's researching different kinds of paper and pulp, things like that. That's what your job must be. But here you are with a bot and an app.
Yeah, I'm a lucky guy. Again, kudos to the brand for going beyond just the great paper that we make, and really listening to consumers. Everything we do is in response to those consumers. And, again, that better bathroom experience extends beyond the role at times. So, again, it's really listening, understanding, translating what you hear into technical problems that we can solve, going out and finding great partners like Magic and the Unit 9 team to join us in that relentless pursuit of the better bathroom experience. So very fortunate. Some folks would probably turn their nose up to work on a Charmin brand, not this guy.
Magic, before we let you go, tell us a little background about Unit 9. What do you folks do?
So Unit 9 is a digital production studio, but we really combine creative with technology. So we're always eager to work with the crazy ideas that are going to push the innovation forward. And we've been working heavily with Charmin for quite some time now. And we're just always extremely enthusiastic to take on challenges, which might seem almost impossible to be done at some point, but actually you realize they are possible. So again, a digital production studio.
And Gregg, you mention before you had a little press conference, you had a comedian on, you had a wide receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So you guys really wanted to have some fun with this.
Yeah, I mean, Nisi is a ball of energy. I was
Nisi
saying
Nash,
in the conference,
right?
Nisi Nash, if you can create a digital twin of Nisi, you've done some good work. So kudos to you, Magic, and Juju, such a huge presence out there in the social world. These long interviews that he does, some of the social work. We had a ball with it earlier today. So
terrific. Well, congratulations. I could say you guys are really on a roll, but then you probably hear that 100 times a day.
Never get tired of it, Fred.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time with us, and let us know when this is available.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Fred.
Will do. Bye, Fred.